Deepak tells us to create change, you must be the change. Are you ready? Will you be the change? Great idea and concept, but have you ever felt like the world is simply too broken to fix? Like your small steps toward healing and growth can't possibly make a difference. They barely make a difference for you. How in the world are they going to make a difference for someone outside of your space? I hear you. But Isaiah reminds us that God is doing a new thing. And guess what? He's doing it through you. With that on our hearts, today's episode uncovers how your journey isn't just about personal transformation. It's about becoming part of God's ripple effect of change in the world. Your growth matters. Your healing has a purpose, and you're part of something bigger than yourself. Ready to create lasting change in your life? To step into the woman God created you to be? Fabulous. I created the Life Design Workbook specifically for women like you who are ready to transform their lives from the inside out. It's waiting for you in my Etsy store. The link is just below. Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Hello, beautiful. This past fall, I was sitting in my garden, one of my favorite spots to relax, to just connect with nature and God. And I watched the leaves dance down from CJ's dogwood tree. One tiny leaf touched the surface of my bird bath, creating ripples that spread across the entire surface. Even now, in the midst of winter here in Connecticut, that moment reminds me of something so powerful, how our individual growth can touch lives in ways we never imagined. Isaiah tells us, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Such beautiful imagery comes to mind. Clear blue waters running through the desert. God is constantly creating streams of hope in the desert places of our lives. And here's the amazing part. We get to be part of that creation. At the risk of repeating myself, you know that inspiration most often comes to me from random places. And when I first heard Deepak's words about being the change, it sparked something powerful within me. Because isn't that exactly what God does in our lives? He doesn't just create change around us. He transforms us from within, making us vessels of His love and grace. When I first started Rise, Love, Live, I was in such a different place, feeling lost after my layoff and uncertain about my path. But you know what? God was doing something new in my life, even when I couldn't fully see it. At the same time, our church was going through major changes to its bylaws, creating quite a rift nationwide. That's actually how the name Rise, Love, Live was born. The 5-year-old in me kept asking, why can't we all just get along? So Rise, Love, Live came to life. Rise to the occasion, love everyone, and live a life worth living. And with every small step I took toward healing, each moment I chose faith over fear. I was creating ripples I never could have imagined. And look at us now. I've got a blog. I have an Etsy store with beautiful workbooks. I've written a book. I have this podcast. And here's what I've learned, my sweet. Change doesn't always look like we expect it to. Sometimes it's as quiet as choosing kindness when you're hurting. Sometimes it's as simple as sharing your story with someone who needs hope. And sometimes it's just about getting up, dusting yourself off, and trying again when everything in you wants to give up. Those moments, that's you being the change. They're moments that you allow God to work through your journey to touch others' lives. Think about it. When you choose to believe I am worthy, despite past wounds, you show others they are worthy too. When you practice self-care and set healthy boundaries, you give others permission to do the same. And when you share your struggles and victories, you become living proof of God's faithfulness. And as you step into this calling, remember, small acts of faith lead to big waves of change. My sweet, if you're ready to be the change, to start creating those ripples of transformation in your own life, I want you to know that you already have everything you need inside of you. And of course, my Life Design Workbook is here to help you uncover it and guide you through each step of this journey. Because when you choose faith over fear, you don't just change your story. You become the light that inspires others to rise, to love, and to live. Now, let's settle in for our prayer. Deep breath in and out. Dear Father, thank you for being the author of our change. Thank you for making streams in our wasteland and new paths where we thought none existed. Help us trust the work that you're doing in our lives. Give us the courage to be the change, to let our healing and growth become part of your bigger story. Use our journey, Lord, to create ripples of hope and transformation in the lives around us. Help us remember that when we allow you to change us, we become part of your work in changing the world. In Jesus' name, amen. Are you ready to be the change, my sweet? Remember, your growth matters. Your healing matters. Every small step you take toward transformation creates ripples that touch more lives than you'll ever know. And until we meet again, beautiful, I believe in you. Now, it's your turn. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.